I'm back with part 2 of this lesson, the sort of junior, John Lee Williamson, Junior Wells, bar 9 through 12 intro on a slow blues. Now you could do a kind of medium shuffle, and John Lee will do that. Hoodoo Man Blues is not a medium shuffle. It's slower than that. It's more like a slow blues. Let's go back. Let me remind you of the 2 versions of that first portion of this. So the first version, the John Lee Williamson, and it's characterized by that 2-5 to 2-5 blow to 1-4 draw twice. I love that. It's unusual. It's a distinctive John Lee thing. Then there's the Junior Wells version, which sticks to the 2-5 draw more. And there, of course, I am lifting my tongue slightly away from the harp. Just a little, you know, it's not a major move, it's a subtle move. Still remember when my own teacher, Nat Riddles, first tossed that at me, except he added 2 other things, I think. He went, so I think I might have known how to go. He went, because he would add vibrato. And then he'd sort of articulate a little bit more with the tongue. So that's a whole category of sounds. We're not going to get into that now. But what's part 2 of this? Let's say I do the John Lee Williamson version. Let's do Junior Wells's version then. Damn, see, I'm overthinking it a little bit, and I'm not just feeling it, because I would just, you can do however you want to do it. Let's just do that much. So let me do the single notes first. So what am I doing there? Let me just do the single notes, and then we can add the tongue blocking thing. So I'm doing a bent 4 draw to unbent, and the timing is crucial. You're letting up the bent 4 to the unbent, the downbeat's on the 5. I'm doing repeated 6 blows, tonguing it. Now that's a really important move there. I'm going 6 blow at the end of that. 6 blow to 5 draw to 4 draw bend. So if you're a particular kind of early intermediate, you're having a tough time just hitting that bent 4 off the 5 draw. And of course, I'm not just hitting that bent 4 to 4 blow, but I'm hitting that 3 draw with a little bit of a bend, what I call the blue third. And that's very important. All these things are important to getting that sad, deep blues tonality. Wow, when you slow it down, it gets really sad and bluesy, doesn't it? Okay, so let's do it full tongue blocking. So again, can you find the downbeat there? Two different ways of articulating a repeated 6 blow. If you're tongue blocked, and here's something I need to share something with you, which is that I'm one of these people who goes back and forth between tongue blocked and lip pursed. So I actually do those first 2 notes lip pursed, and then I let the harp go forward and go into a tongue block thing. So that's how I do it. There are people who might do everything. I'm not one of those people. So that's all tongue blocked. It doesn't work for me. Now notice when I do the 6, I'm tongue blocking the 6, but I'm not doing 3/6. I'm not going. Well, I could, but it's a different sound. So that's 3/6 blow. But sometimes I want a little less. I don't want that 3 blow going through, so I might go. I just want that 6, but I want that tongue blocky sound down below it. Again, 3/6, just 6. So a range of ways of doing these things. You know what I think? I think we'll pause there. I don't know if I really taught that very well, but at least what I did, I know I did, is I put this sound into your head, right? There are a lot of variations. If somebody were to say, well, could you sort of do some variations of that second part? Let me see what happens if I just try to do that. So, that's the John Lee. I want the Junior Wells thing. See, there's so many different variations. So many different variations. They're all using the blues scale. They're all sticking pretty close to blues tonality. And that's actually a fun one, is to go back up to the 3/6 blow instead of ending up down on the 2 draw. How about this? Now that's a nice variation. There you're going down to the 1/4 blow at the end of it. I can't remember what I just did. How about that? How about them apples? So I'm going, those are all 2/5 draw to the 2/5 blow to 1/4 draw to the 1/4 blow. Now here's a question for you. Do you know why that sounds good? Do you know why it works? It's actually important to know that, I think. So I always felt it was. So that's the 1/4 draw is the root of the chord that you're on. Because we're on the 5 chord. We're on that chord. But when I go, that's actually the flat 7th of that 5 chord. The 7th of the 5 chord is the 1 blow, 4 blow. Isn't that cool? And because that 5 chord is almost always played as a 5 dominant 7. It has a 7th in it, a flat 7th. So that 1/4 is actually playing a note. The 1/4 blow is playing a note, an octave, that the guitar, if there's a guitar behind you, would be playing. So it sounds great. Now there I sort of held it off. Not really, that didn't work. So it's possible to hold on any one of the notes in that pattern longer than you expect and then shorten to make the whole thing come out. So let me see if I can do that. So there I just kind of simplified. Sometimes, you don't always have to make it more and more complex. Sometimes those big, long, fat, dun, dun. Now there, I held on the 2 draw for a little longer than you thought, right? Okay, we're done for today. We're getting into some of those finer points of blues harmonica. Check out my website if you're not familiar with it, modernbluesharmonica.com. Just Google Modern Gussow and it'll probably come up. Thanks. See you down the road. Bye-bye.